Thanks for coming in again. Appreciate you taking the time. It's been a heck of a whirlwind run after a heck of a run, taking the company back over, getting it really solid, putting the systems in place, and now you look at the future. Catch me up.
Well, yeah, a lot has gone on in the last 10 years, from, heading into a bad situation to buying the company out of bankruptcy into summer of 2017 and into our big announcement on April 17th this year that we were partnering with Hy-Vee out of Des Moines, Iowa. So it's been a wild journey, and in between there we had a cyber attack at one point, we had the pandemic, and all that time, we continued to move forward with our business. And I think it's a testimony to the people that have worked for us and our loyal and dedicated managers and associates that show up to work every day, and our customers, and also the community. And when you come into a position to sell a business, a lot of thought and consideration goes into making that decision. And there's a lot of people in there. And for us, the Strack family, the Van Til family, making sure that we found the right partner was very important to us, and for our employees and managers, for our customers, and also the community, because Strack and Van Til, for all these years that we've been around, the community's been an important part, going back to Nick Van Til and my grandfather Ernie Strack and my dad and his partners. It's always been the way of doing business, is being part of the community and giving back. And those three things,
a lot more than a grocery store.
Yeah, I tell our people, local communities need grocery stores, and need local businesses matter in the community, not just Strack and Van Til in the grocery industry, but Northwest Indiana has a lot of great local businesses that play a significant role in making Northwest Indiana what it is. And I think that was important, particularly to me, that we had the ability to keep making that impact in the community. So yeah. I often say that we sell cans of corn, boxes of cereal, meat, corn, bananas, etc. But really, we have the opportunity here to help make our communities be a better place, and I do that through selling groceries and fresh food, and certainly teaming up with someone with Hy-Vee was a win-win. There's a lot of similarities. Interestingly enough, my grandfather started in the grocery business in 1929 in a small store in Griffith, Indiana. Well, Charles Hyde and David Friedenberg started in 1930 in a small store in Iowa, and their paths kept going forward, and a lot of the principles and values that Hy-Vee has are exactly what we have. In fact, our vision statement is to make lives easier. Theirs is to make lives easier, healthier, and happy. So it's just coincidence.
It's Strack and Van Til on steroids.
Yeah, I think it's being in business is never easy, and I think as you look into the future, it's getting more challenging for business to continue to be sustainable and successful long term. And when we looked at it, Hy-Vee offers a lot more resources and opportunities for us to continue to invest in our stores and to our people and to our communities. So that was really a positive thing also.
But you needed that legacy to. You needed them to buy into your family's legacy, and part of the way they did that is you just watch their family's legacy. They've done it just like we've done it.
I'm on a board of directors of our cooperative wholesaler AWG in Kansas City, and I was getting ready for a meeting, and I'm watching the news in the morning, and I saw their CEO Jeremy on there talking about how much money they gave back to their communities, in particular the food banks they supported, and over $57 million last year. And then that really hit me, like, look, this isn't somebody in a room telling me what they're doing. I'm seeing it firsthand, and I'm like, okay, this company is a special company, because there's other companies that would love to have had 22 stores in Northwest Indiana, and who knows what the outcomes would have been. I am pretty sure that we would not be where we're at today. Yep. People looking at synergies differently, name changes, people changes, just everything. And Hy-Vee, they said on day one that we were buying a successful business. My job as president is to continue that. We're here to help you get better, and they've lived up to that. I've never really gone through a transaction like this, but if you would ask me on day one, what would I have liked to have seen today? I don't think I would have had it go, this well. I would have never dreamt it would have this well.
That's good. You were grounded in reality, but confirmed in optimism.
Yeah, I think their actions speak for themselves. I mean, day one they came in and they asked a lot of questions about our business. They've been really respectful for our culture, and again, going around to the stores with some of their executive leadership teams and the people that work for us working at 40 years, 48 years, 20 years, and it's a lot of similarities to what they have. I mean, it's just a testament to the cultures being similar. I mean, two different types of businesses in some degrees, but a lot of similarities in how we treat our employees, our customers, and our communities.
And just the feel you have, you're a component of the fabric of the community. You go in there and you see the people that you're used to. You're interacting with them the way that you're used to interacting with them. It's just a very service-oriented business. And somebody could buy it and say, well, we're going to take the service part out. It's a little less costly. But you needed somebody to say, no, what's Strack's going to do?
I think it's
somebody that supports your Roundup program.
I think those are, I'm a big believer that culture drives success of a business. I mean, Strack Van Til's success over the years has been its culture, and that's the fabric of our company. It's how we treat our employees, how we treat our customers, and making sure that we're giving them the best possible shopping experience, and how we give back to the communities. And I like to say again, hey, we're local. I mean, I see other larger people driving around with their trucks saying local since whenever, but you know what? We are Northwest Indiana made. Yeah. We're showing up in churches on the weekends. We're in the 4th of July parade. We're at the football games. Yeah. Those things matter, right? I mean, anyone can show up and write a big check, but it's like, are you actually showing up when the community needs you?
Do you have boots on the ground?
Yes, because we care about the community. We live here, we work here, and we're here. So,
what are some of the things that the public probably says, oh my gosh, is this going to go away at Strack's? Any notions you could dispel right off the bat?
I mean, no, I think
we're still going to be Strack.
We are still Strack Van Til, and that we're part of a much larger organization. Hy-Vee is they have over 550 business units, not just grocery stores, convenience stores, drug stores. They actually own a bank, so they're in a lot of different things. And what this allows us to do is to again have resources to help us be better. They have a lot of production plants where they produce various things within their stores. How can we utilize some of those things? A lot of things that excite me personally are like stuff on the back end that the customer may not actually see, but it goes into making that shopping experience a better one, whether it's technology or just small things. I mean, some of the things we've been working on now is just sharing merchandising ideas. They had some people from Iowa come out and they helped us we re-merchandise some of our produce departments and looking like, hey, let's try this, and really trying to elevate our game even higher and then where we were. And those are the things I think where someone that has the more help, more resources can help us in Strack Van Til here in Northwest Indiana become better.
Yeah. Well, I would guess particularly on the technology side, the buying side, you're buying with that bulk, the amount of technical investment they've had to make from the register to the pricing line, there's a heck of a lot that some of those efficiencies of scale have got to help with.
There's no doubt, I mean, in the short time we've been together, that being of more critical mass has its benefits in business. Whether it's people finally will answer a phone call, or better pricing, or more responsive to your needs. And those are things that maybe the customer may not see directly within their shopping experience, but it's helping make the organization better, which ultimately helps our employees and our customers.
What have they found through that acquisition process? If I asked them, what would they say? You know what I really like about these guys is what?
Well, the people that have been out here visiting, I'm going to say the fried chicken.
Okay.
There's, like I say, it's, Hy-Vee
they're seeing what you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I like to tell our people too. I mean, they're a very successful company, and so is Strack Van Til. We did the best that we could with what we had and the resources we have. It doesn't make one better than the other. It doesn't, so there are some things, on the back end, how we watch things. We only have 22 stores and 23 adding in the Van Tils. So we do have our arms around it. When you have as many locations as they have, it's a different type of oversight structure.
Yep.
But we have our weekly Monday meetings, Wednesday meetings, and we go through a lot of information because I'm a big believer in order to be successful, you have to know your numbers and your people have to know the numbers. And we spend a lot of time sharing that information, talking about how we can do better, finding opportunities that this may not be working well. We have to fix it fast and move on, or hey, let's celebrate our successes too. And I think maybe there's some things there that they've seen that maybe they can incorporate into their way of doing business. But again, when you're spread out over, prior to coming to Indiana, they were in 8 states, so it's a different structure. So they have to do things a little bit differently.
Tell me some of the things that you might see going forward as you look ahead.
I think they're going to help us with some products in the store, helping us with some merchandising and, elevating our game from a customer experience in the store. I think that you'll see some, there'll be some things again that from a technology standpoint where, they have a big IT team, and and we have 8 people and they do a great job, and for what we do, but they can move faster. And I think that's one of the things that I've noticed in the short time is like the speed is so much faster with Hy-Vee than it was with us. Not because we didn't want to move, it's just because we have to pick and choose where we're spending. I would say our time is it's not unlimited. Are we spending it here, or here? And what's going to have the biggest impact? And so, now we can move a little bit faster.
If you think about it, you're in dry goods, canned goods, fresh goods, etc. Like time is the most perishable asset you possibly have, because once it's over, it's completely gone. It doesn't start to go bad. Like it's over the minute it's over.
It's the only thing you can't buy. So I think that there'll be a lot of positive things coming, and right now we're still kind of in the learning stages, and learning how looking how they can help us, and seeing where they can help us also. So, but I think I know there's gonna be a lot of good things that are coming down the road.
If I ask you to step back a little bit outside of the company, the team. Think about Northwest Indiana. What makes you excited about Northwest Indiana right now?
I think there's a lot of great things that are happening in Northwest Indiana, and again, things take time to happen. The double track, the Westlake, I think it's just there's a lot of positive things happen in Michigan City, downtown Hammond. We have a store downtown Hammond, and it's been a little painful the last year with all the construction, but sometimes you have to go through those painful stages to get to the end result that's going to make things much better. I think Northwest Indiana's got a lot of potential here, and it has, and we're proud to play a part in that. There's people from our neighbor in Illinois neighbors moving over because they're seeing the quality of life and the value is much greater here in Northwest Indiana.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for coming and giving us a quick update. Anything else you want to share with folks?
No, I just Strack Van Til is still part of Northwest Indiana, and like I said, I don't foresee any drastic changes or any changes from a consumer other than positive ones. And again, I'm thankful for that, because some of the other alternatives could have had a different outcome, but Hy-Vee's been a great organization, and we're looking forward to growing with them and being successful as we have been since 1929.
Awesome. Well, thanks a ton. Appreciate you coming in again.
My pleasure. Thank you.